Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Abrams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll immediately call timeout. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
The Gators are flying down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll give it to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Second down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to scramble. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve. And we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years. And it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off play action on first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's caught. It's Brown. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Give to Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Gets it out quickly. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Gators! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. last play, they'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Abrams. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He's looking to pass. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game.
He wants to take the top off. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Going for the marker on the ground. The Tide will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets some yardage and gets down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Barney. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Dances away to buy time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of time before he fires right. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal.
Touchdown, Bama! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
Working on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Young. Leads into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. Wide open spaces. Past the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, 1.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Powers forward. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The sure hands, it's Adams. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost put...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Coastal Carolina. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give is to Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I'll walk out of here with a dub.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got room on the return. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is reeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Barney.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
All wideouts, no backs. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field.
This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Edwards. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They'll leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. But the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Hauls it in. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts and saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get out without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The short hands, it's Barney. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He caught it. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Pass to the end zone, caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Russell. With the catch, it's Young. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it.
Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Can't get him to the ground.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Buys a little extra time. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this one. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in, it's Brown. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Nestled just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Young. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Scrambling away. Fires on the move. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.